You know, it's a video I find weirdly comforting. Have you ever seen Maximum Quality Achieved from Siva Gunner? It's a strange little video. It's put it together for a rave party they had at a particular convention. Oh god, I'm gonna have to explain what Siva Gunner is for the people who don't know. Sound clowning channel, kind of the first one to really do it and do it consistently, become famous for it, if you weren't aware. But this whole thing ends off with this big remix of Save the World from Undertale, that whole track. And I don't know, it gives me hope, that remix. Makes me feel like my day's gonna be okay. And boy, did I need some of that. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the chat. How are you doing tonight? Sup, Coops? Sup, Chipped Goat? Sup, Ryza? Yeah, Siva Gunner is really good. I keep finding new tracks that I enjoy, things I missed. I don't view regularly, but still. And there are some really good classics on there, too. Not all of it is a joke. Some of it is just legitimately good mixing. I think one of the classic examples is the mixture of the theme for Fire Emblem Fates and the Ballad of the Goddess from Skyward Sword, Legend of Zelda. You'll have to excuse me, I'm not as quick on the draw tonight as I usually am. Multitude of different reasons for that. Mostly due to the fact that I'm making sure the internet works. I have gone up and down and all around. I've bent over backwards to try and get this freaking thing to work. I've even agreed to pay more on my rent so that everybody in the apartment can enjoy the highest quality type of internet that AT&T can possibly offer us. Surely, if I connect it via an Ethernet cable as opposed to the Wi-Fi I was using, it should be fine, right? Right? There's no problems here anymore? I'm not gonna have a random disconnect in the middle of all this? Gotta be. Has to be. It's gonna be. It's gonna be. I have to believe that it's gonna be. 80% are just jokes. Yeah, and I get that. It's what most people want out of the channel, so. Yeah, the King for Another Day tournaments as well, where it's all arranges instead of just rips. It's not sound clowning so much as they're just making really freaking good versions of the songs they enjoy. Usually based around a theme like a character or whatnot. Heck, one of my favorite things to come out of all of that was the... Oh, what did they call that particular mix? Professor K and Dr. Robotnik. It was a big old tribute to Big Beat Mario, which is... I don't want to say it's the most famous YouTube poop of all time, but it's up there. It's close. Ralph's shop has been remarkably consistent the last couple times I was here. Is he down to his last handful of badges, I wonder? Oh, that's good news for us, if he is. Hey! I was one badge off of the 60 badge mark. Nice. Got that out of the way. Now we're in the back 20, and I know where a lot of them are hiding. They're being sold in the Star Piece shop, which we're going to need way more Star Pieces than we have to get all of them, and guess who holds the majority of them? I hope y'all like quizzes, because, man, are we going to be doing a lot of quizzes tonight. But hey, it was for charity. We hit that donation incentive, and I promised y'all all of the game, so you are going to get all of the game. That 100% tag down there is not a half-hearted one. All the recipes, all the Koopa Koot favors, all of the fights with the master, and yes, every single Star Piece. More money would help with Ralph's shop, and it's also going to help with that one guy in the sewers. Rip Cheeto, I believe his name is. The more damage Mario takes, the more coins he receives. Man, that would have helped me out a lot leading up to this point in the game. What else? Sure, Pretty Lucky is always a fun one. That'd be 62. I also need to check a guide for this as well, because there's so many other badges that I've probably missed over the course of the adventure. There's probably some hiding in Bowser's Castle, too, that I'll need to go up there to find. But I want to take care of everything I can before we get up there. It just feels right to finish most of the game before we go. Because it's such a trip, and it feels anticlimactic. It's like, alright, we're right before the chamber of the final boss. Let's go back into town and restock all of our items first before we go do this. Surely he'll be patient and just wait for us up there. And more often than not, they do, but, you know, you're kind of taking advantage of your status as a game player at that point. What do we do? What is left on the list? We beat Kent C. Koopa without abusing sleep. We beat the anti-guy without paralysis. Also, don't let me forget this. I need to fight the anti-guy squad once we're up there. That was another donation goal that we hit. And even using cheese strats, there are no guarantees in that fight. We still need to beat the final form of the Master. That's gonna be a big one. I'm gonna have to bust out my actual... Like, Bo is my favorite party member by a long shot, but if I need somebody who gets results in battle, I always go Parakarry. Shell Shot is just one of the strongest skills in this entire game. He does a boatload of damage. And for really cheap, too. Only 3 flower points per shot. That's insanely good value for the damage you get out of that skill. Granted, it's only one enemy, but... You know, most of the fights you're really worried about this game, it's gonna be one foe. Okay. Am I ready for this? Before I do the final fight with the Master, I think we're gonna have to do some... We're so close to a level, we might as well go Amazy Daisy hunting. I need the jam and jellies eventually anyway. For all of the recipes. Alright, now, where were they again? Was it down here? Yes. Yes, it was. Wish there was a faster way to traverse these gaps. I'm sure if I was a speedrunner, I'd have the pixels memorized. There's not one there this time. Although I was told the last time we tried to do this, that if one doesn't show up, you can just keep going back and forth between these screens. You don't need to exit all of Flower Fields to get another chance. That's 3. Because apparently they've got a 25% chance of spawning in here. 4. Alright, we're at odds. Aha! It does work. Alright. Now... How much health do these guys have again? What are the badges I have equipped? Power Bounce, okay, that's a good start. Nice, and a first strike, okay. I'm pretty sure we can beat this guy in one turn. Decimated. Holy crap. Jeez, that's a lot of experience. Holy crap. Ah, got unlucky with the drops, though. Oh, hey. These enemies are the reason I actually have this badge equipped in the first place. Not even a challenge. If I had Spike Shield equipped, I wouldn't even have to worry if they had aerial defenses. Yep, already tattled. We took care of that the first time we were here. Now I have to leave Flower Fields. Only one will show up during any particular visit, to my understanding. It's a process, but it's also the fastest way to level up in this game. And I want every advantage I can get going into some of the toughest fights in the game. There's an achievement for getting max HP, there's an achievement for getting max flower points, and there's an achievement for just getting Mario up to the highest level he can possibly reach at all. You could go read Luigi's Diary. That's another good one. We need to do that as well. There's something... Yo... I want to talk about something that I've only realized was a hang-up for me in recent years. But it would explain a lot about the problem I have with Final Fantasy games, and a lot of RPGs in general, honestly. There's a somberness, there's a sadness to completing a video game, to seeing the end. To realizing that you've done everything there is to do in a video game. Like, don't get me wrong, I still regard Final Fantasy IX as one of my favorite games of all time, but after the stream series that we did, where I finally saw the ending of that game, completed the ending and beat Necrozma finally after all of these years, I have not had an urge to ever go back to it again. There's nothing left for me to see or discover or experience. And I don't know, that just feels really sad to me. It's almost like losing something. I wonder, will I feel that way about Paper Mario once I'm done with my adventures here? Once I've completed all the recipes, I don't have that little voice in the back of my head that says, hey, there's still things left to experience, there's still things left to do. Once I've mastered this game, even gotten all of the retro achievements for it, will I want to come back? And... Here's the other side. Let me play devil's advocate for a second. Is that so bad? Because there's so many great experiences out there. So, Jesus! Holy crap. Thank you, Stormy. Necron, yeah. Sorry, Ryza. Yeah, Necrozma was me combining his name with, the toughest optional boss in that game, I just realized. Jesus, what was that? Tier 1 for 29 months. Jesus, dude. 5-month streak, nice. Don't forget you can't use star powers on Bowser. Yes. I have to... What about Disgaea? Yeah. Also, hello Azulio, welcome to the chat. It is a very bittersweet feeling. It's like, I gotta move on to new adventures now. I gotta say goodbye to these people that I forged such a nice connection to. Such a beautiful connection to. And especially in games like this, like Paper Mario, I know that I will never see these characters again, with the exception of Lady Bow and maybe a reference here and there in, like, side content that barely anybody's ever gonna see. Maybe that's one of the reasons I was hoping that there was consistency between the Paper Mario games. that this world had things carried over, that maybe in the next game they brought some of these people back. It was a powwow with a lot of Mario's old friends. It's Luigi's Diary. You don't even get a choice here. It doesn't ask, do you want to read it? And you have a yes or no question. Mario just dives in like, what's my bro been up to lately? Don't you judge me for this. We live together. He doesn't deserve privacy. I'll read my boyfriend's phone if, Never mind. I screwed up my own joke. Hey, once again, my brother went on an exciting journey. Once again, he went alone. It's so unfair. I remember the carefree days when we played golf and tennis and had parties. I remodeled the house and made a secret basement. My brother has no idea. It's the perfect place to write in you, my secret diary. One thing I forgot to show off in this game is that during a particular part of a certain chapter, you can actually catch Luigi in here, and he's super embarrassed. I heard that a ghost appeared in Toad Town today. He was big, really big. And it had red eyes, a giant gaping mouth, and a mustache. Because you're my secret diary, I'll tell the truth. Yeah! I hate ghosts. What will I do if it appears at night? Come back, Mario, I'm scared. Yikes! I can feel something behind me. Ah! I'm sure it's there, but I can't look back. No, get away. I think I'll be safe if I don't freeze with fear. I'll just shut my eyes and take 5 steps back, and then I'll jump and dash into bed. Here I go! A Shy Guy appeared at my house the other day. I found it asleep in my bed. Can you believe it? I ran after him, but he was way too fast for me. I heard that a lot of Shy Guys also appeared in Toad Town. Supposedly, they came from Shy Guy's toy box. Must be somewhere in town. A toy box? I wouldn't mind seeing that. Maybe they have a Nintendo 64. I think Luigi's Diary is just an advertisement for other things. Then again, like, in order to see this, obviously you gotta own one. Or you might have also caught the cheeky references there to Mario Party and Mario Tennis. The whole Goomba family visited me today. They said that Goombario is in the care of my brother. Then they gave me a souvenir. It was a Goomnut, a special treat from Goomba Village. It looked so yummy. I ate it without telling my brother. My FP increased by 3. You think he'll notice? He was looking a lot healthier than I remembered him being. He doesn't realize you can just go to an inn for that kind of thing. Actually, wait a second. I wonder, does this work like other RPGs? Yeah, you can, in fact, sleep in your own house. Does Luigi not sleep? I'm thinking way too hard about this. I heard that my brother went to Lava Lava Island on a tuna. I'm a whale! You hear way off in the distance. Unbelievable. So unfair. I would have ride on a tuna too. A whale. I heard that some Yoshi kids on Lava Lava Island got lost and my brother saved them. I bet Yoshi kids are just about the cutest things around. I'm a bit jealous of my brother. Is that toy box having an N64 a reference to the 3DO commercial calling the N64 a child's toy? Oh, Ryza, I can explain this one. So, this is more... This is more dependent on Nintendo's strategy way back in the day. Their entire marketing thing. Okay, there was a reason that Nintendo consoles had the reputation they did for a long, long while. You see, after the Atari had their gigantic crash, nobody in America was willing to look at video games as anything other than like a failed hobby. You couldn't get tech giants and investors to really think anything of it anymore. So Nintendo, instead of marketing it as this cutting-edge piece of hardware, this huge device that everybody needed, they went, no, 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 it's a toy. Like, look, it even comes with a little robot. It's just a thing you can give your kids and have them play with for a while. Get them out of your hair, you know? It's for children. It's not a dedicated video game console. What's this, then? Swirl! Tier 1 at 28 months. Thank you, dude. So yeah, that's that whole bit. That's why Nintendo has the reputation for being a console for kids. Well, there was also the censorship thing that they were doing, but hey, if you look into the history, I can't entirely hold the restrictions they had really early in the day against them. There was a reason for their mentality. There was some kind of twisted logic, as opposed to how the company acts nowadays. I heard a rumor that I actually have lots of fans. Wow. What a great news. To live up to their expectations, I want to play the lead in an adventure. Of course, my name would have to be in the title. That'd be sweet. But I know it'll never happen. Give it one console generation, Luigi. Give it just a single generation. That was such a weird experience. To get a brand new Nintendo console, and instead of Mario's name being on a game, it was Luigi instead. I love Luigi's Mansion because of that. That title was great. Probably one of the reasons I have the taste that I do about things breaking the mold. I heard that a door appeared in Toad Town. They say it leads to flower fields. I guess lots of flower spirits live in that flowery place. Flower spirits. I bet their souls are as beautiful as the prettiest flowers. Who knew Luigi was a romantic, eh, guys? Most of them. Most of them are beautiful on the inside. The one we had to give the crystal berry to, she might be about average. Somebody said to me that a way will open when you use a scarf and a bucket. What? A scarf for a snowman? Wouldn't it melt him? Oh, that's like some kid logic right there. Because you don't understand, like, internal, like, body heat yet. Props to the translator that came up with that. They understood their audience. That's like one of those questions that only makes sense to you when you're 8 years old. Like, if somebody's mute and they burp, will it still make a sound? As a kid, that'll stump you. When you're older, you're like, well, of course it will. It doesn't work off the vocal cords. Yesterday, I got stuck in the trap door when I was entering my secret room. Have I been using it too much? Or am I putting on weight? Better oil it to make it open easier. There we go. Hey, wait a second. Why didn't it pop? There's a letter from Mario. Oh, that's a lot of letters for Mario. Hey, wait a second. Is there another entry that we haven't gotten? An 11th page, perhaps? Well, I'll try going up to Star Haven and then coming back. Maybe it actually is like that. So, guys, these are the stats that we're sitting at right now. 355 battles. Wow. Been first struck by enemies 32 times. Total power bounces. I maxed out the counter on that one. Love it. Princess Peach is still caught way up there in the sky. Come on, Mario. You're a hero, bro. You have to save her. Can do, bro. Can do. Oh, wow. 7 viewers. Welcome, everybody. How y'all doing tonight? Welcome to the show. Can I buy anything with 108 coins? As a matter of fact, I can. I'm just trying to check these off the list at this point. I'm waiting for the day where Rolf has nothing left. Where I can stop worrying about that kind of thing. Move on to feeding the black market in the sewers, finally. I think we're up to our 2nd or 3rd purchase. The last thing we got from Rip Cheeto was a life shroom, if that helps anybody who's keeping track. Should I save a level or 2 left for when we actually head up to Bowser's Castle? That way there's still a reason to fight most of the enemies up there. Or should I grind it out now and have all of the levels going in? That way we can obliterate we can obliterate the master fight, and then we can just move straight on to... We can go up there with a full toolkit, as it were. It's a terrible feeling when you want to communicate a particular thought to your streaming audience or somebody that's listening to you and you just don't have the words in you. This is another reason I'm thinking I'm talking too much during streams. I get tripped over just having to keep the commentary going all the time. Got 1 vote for grinding it out. Too bad Luigi doesn't tell his true feelings to Mario about being in Adventure 2. Dude, like, I know we have the Mario and Luigi games. But at the same time, I can't help but wonder, what would a Paper Mario game look like if Paper Luigi came along too? That'd be such a cool twist. If it was somebody from the mainstay Mario cast right at the end. If you had a whole bunch of characters like Goombas and Koopas and all kinds of different Mario enemies, but right at the end, Luigi joins the party or Princess Peach joins the party, and you all team up together. You could expand on what their abilities are. What would Luigi's Super and Ultra rank abilities look like? Or maybe you could just have that... Oh, it's hard. Because you're bringing up the dichotomy between him and Mario then. You could go with the easy route of it. Mario's way stronger with the hammer, but Luigi has a much better jump. Something to that effect. Princess Peach could be one of the few partners in the entire series that actually has a healing skill. I mean, it's kind of played out, but it would make sense. There you are. Let's get rid of your friend first. Luigi would use the Poltergust. That would make sense too, and that would offer him kind of the same ability that the Yoshi Kid had way back in Thousand Year Door. Where you could pick up one enemy and then hurl them at another in the back. That'd be a lot of fun. And offer utility, like it just bypasses defense. We're actually starting to see this slow down now. It's blowing my mind. Look at the money! This is a great way to grind out coins, too, now that I think about it. If I had the money badge, this would be even better. You know, how about we take a short break from this for a little while? Because I kind of want to save up for that badge in order to save myself some trouble later. We'll be taking a detour to answer 16 Chuck Quizmo quizzes. Just hopping from town to town using the fast travel in the sewers. And collecting those, getting the badge, and then that'll get me a whole bunch of money to work with so we can just buy whatever Rofe has in the shop. Peach works well as a white mage? Yeah, fits her character. Stun at a high rate with a frying pan. Kind of like the... Oh... You just gave me an idea that I know they're never going to do, but would be incredibly awesome. What if... Because the only thing I've never seen done that other traditional RPGs do, that Paper Mario games have never done, is a class system. Think if imagine if Mario could rank up as well, but every time he does, you get to choose to advance him along one of two paths. He could go down maybe... let's make this as Nintendo-themed as possible. He could go down either... He could choose one of two power-ups. He could either go down the Fire Flower route, or he could go down the Mushroom route, where he can do... he has a more versatile jump move set, or now he can shoot fireballs in battle. And depending on which power-up you chose, you have options beyond that even that expand on that concept in different ways. So if you took the Mushroom power-up to bump up his jumps, maybe you could pick up the Cape, and that would give an even more versatile jumping move set, or something like that. Smarty. Toasty. Rusty? I think his name is? Nice! We haven't got one wrong yet. Spring Mario. Although that was a one-game power-up thing. I don't know if they'd bring that back. Now states you're grinding Quizmo. Until we meet again. I'm thinking about Quizmo's assistant again, too. Vanity. What the heck? Please hurry up and beat Bowser, okay, Mario? Say, you don't know when the owner of this house is coming back, do you? Could always go back to the fortress, I suppose. What the heck is going on in here? Isn't this Cooper's house? What are they doing? And then maybe Bombette will come back and he'll be quiet. What? Bombette, Bombette. It's all he ever says. It's so annoying. Shut up. She probably dumped you because you never stopped talking. No, you shut up. My love for Bombette is deep like the Southern Sea. Bum. Even being dumped constantly won't discourage me. Bum. Man, if Twitch hadn't made certain updates to their TOS service, there'd be an obvious joke here. Did you hear this guy, Bombette? He never, ever stops talking about you. Oh, Bombette! Shut up! Please, right now. Think about something else for 2 seconds, will ya? You're really starting to get on my nerves. Bombette, I'm putting my whole heart into this next explosion. Watch it and see my true love. Good lord. That's an interesting... Hang on a minute. Did her explosion effect get bigger when she ranked up? Huh. It's small, but I can't help but feel like that animation is different from when you start the game. Oh, hello, buddy. Well, I'm back in the village. It's rather nice, eh, old boy? Adventure is all well and good, but one's home is really tops. So stay here for a change. I've had just about enough of sitting around worrying and waiting for your return. Hmm? Yes, of course. Well... Psst. To tell the truth, old bean, I'm itching to search for the lost palace in the north. But tut-tut, mum's the word as far as the wife's concerned. I had no idea what that phrase meant when I was a kid. I thought it was just talking gibberish. I couldn't wrap my head around it because nobody in my life had ever used that phrase up to that point. And being the dumb kid I was, I never bothered asking anybody. So I just went about my life completely oblivious. It did get bigger. Okay, so it's not just me. That's a cool detail. Never picked up on that as a kid. Oh, mum's the word. I never heard that turn of phrase, and it's a fun one. Let's, I don't know if he's gonna ask another question about windows on somebody's house, so let's save before we hit up Quizmo here. Question. How many buildings are there in Koopa Village? Okay. Congratulations! Yeah, I totally knew that one. I'm the best. If I'm being real, that answer just felt right. It's like, okay, I remember there being 3 buildings per screen, so... let's hope that's right. Alright, now that I've exhausted... Does it cycle through all of the locations, or can I just choose these 3 and he pops up in them periodically? If I go back to Koopa Village now, will he be there when he wasn't before? And then do I have to travel to places like Boo's Mansion? Or Bo's Mansion, I guess is the term for it? Do I have to fight a battle? Will that reset the timer? Or is it just random? Well, it's supposed to be, when you tell someone mum's the word, I think to mum something, or being mum is to be quiet. English is a weird language, man. I couldn't tell you half the time. I have no idea if Quizmo even shows up in front of the mansion. If he does, I don't think I've ever seen him. Watch me have seen him earlier in the stream series, and it just... it just didn't connect. It didn't stick in my memory. Hey, I know we're only about, like, half an hour into the stream, but I need to go to the restroom. It's getting to the point where it'll be a problem if I ignore it any longer, and I don't know if this is true, but holding this kind of thing can actually be bad for your health in certain ways if you do it often, so, we'll be back in just a moment. Don't touch that dial. What the Fnu will be back on Disney Channel. No, seriously. See you in a bit. I've got stuff for a BRB screen, but I'll put it together for the next stream. I'll write it down in the list. Love how he gained a viewer while I was gone. I attract more people when I'm not at the mic than when I am. Hey, see you later, Icicle, in case you're still here. Now watch them leave upon hearing you. Yeah, that's just par for the course at this point. Where in the heck is everybody hiding? Quizmo's out there somewhere. Mario gonna find you. Yoo-hoo! Hello! It's me, Mario. This is about the last hub world where he can show up, right? The Yoshi Village? Is it this screen, maybe? Nope. No, apparently not. Where in the world did he go? Did we exhaust all of the possible opportunities for him to show up in other areas, and now he's just hiding out in the, Oh, what is the last town? That's a good one, Coops. Alright, you guys want to fight that badly. I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't even get experience points from them anymore. I'm just that far along. I just realized there's only 5 level ups left in the entire game. We're really close. It's just sinking in right now how little of the game is left for us. I know I left those coins behind, but I really don't want to have to fight an extra battle at this point if I don't need to. Oh, hello, what's this? Are you familiar with Golden Sun at all? If so, what kind of adept do you think you'd be? Venus, Mars, Jupiter, or Mercury? Alright, if I remember correctly, Venus was wind, Mars was fire, Jupiter was electricity? No, Venus was Earth, wasn't it? Yeah. Venus is Earth, Mars is fire, Jupiter is wind, and Mercury is water. Yeah, 4 elements. What was I thinking? Well, I'm more familiar with Golden Sun: The Lost Age than I am familiar with the original Golden Sun. I know it's a classic and everybody loves it, and I don't know the first thing about Golden Sun, what is it? Golden Sun Dusk Strikers? The one on the DS that they made. But based on what I know of the characters who are there and the archetypes they prevent, I go back and forth on this a lot, thinking about... It seems like a strange thing to be obsessed over, but my elemental alignment is something I devote way more thought to than I probably should. For a while there, I would have told you absolutely it's fire. No doubt about that. I like being warm. I grew up in the desert. I'm a desert rat. I hate the snow with every fiber of my being. Thank goodness we had a conversation about that one earlier in the stream series. The only reason I remember that too is because I thought, oh man, they left Leonardo off the team. He's the one named Golden. Fighting evil by moonlight. Jammin' song, by the way. I don't know. But the thing is, too, when I really think about if I made $1 million, if I got to, like, ninja levels of popularity doing streaming, or if I got to something like, heck, I'd settle for Game Theory's level of popularity on YouTube. Maybe even somebody like Scott the Woz. If I was that kind of successful on there and I had the money to be able to buy my dream house, it would be a beachfront property. I just sit there on the sand and make s'mores on a campfire every night. Just kind of smell the sweet odor of the wood as it burns, stare into the fire, listen to the waves come in and out, enjoy the salt. It wouldn't be moving back to Arizona, believe it or not. And yes, I know it gets just as cold on beachfront properties too, and they have their own sets of problems. Namely hurricanes, to name one of the obvious ones, but I feel like I'd be happiest there. The more I think about the desert, I'm sad I left behind that climate, but everything else that's there I could do without. I don't want to go back. I really don't. There's just... Because on a certain level, it feels like giving up. If I went back to Arizona now. Feels like I just couldn't make it on my own. That everything I was so gung-ho and cocksure about, I didn't have what it took to make it work. Even though I'm, what, 32 now? No, 31. Anyway, sorry, didn't mean to get kind of depressing there. This place is kind of nice, too. Like an environment like Flower Fields here. Any place without snow, I'd be happy, but then again, it's complicated. One of these days, I need to sit down and start really thinking about what makes me happy. First and foremost, I need to really do some self-analysis and analyze what is best for me, not anybody else. Because even my choice of moving, I was thinking somewhere within 30 minutes of where I live currently because of my roommates. They've been nothing but kind to me up to this point. They've been super cool people. I wouldn't want to have to say goodbye to them if I didn't have to, but if a place that I really want to live is further away, does that mean I'm choosing between them and my own future? Am I letting somebody else dictate what makes me happy? What's the line? Do I owe them? Do I owe them my company? Do I value them on such a level that it would be worth staying in a temperature that makes me miserable year after year, weather conditions that cause me nothing but grief and anguish, just so I can see them? These are all questions I need to do some soul-searching to figure out. And because I've been getting more and more into meditation lately, trying to do that every single day because it legitimately helps my mental health, it would be worth exploring. Come over here, the Netherlands rarely ever have snowfall. Oh, hey, Pillow Sledder, how you doing tonight, buddy? Sorry, Ohio weather sucks. It could... I acknowledge it could probably be worse. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's not like Florida where a sinkhole could open up under your house at literally any time and destroy everything you've ever worked for. I'll say I've got that going for me, at least. Not the worst thing in the world, but it's how I'm built in particular. I can't abide by the cold. I really can't. And it's weird, because some of my favorite levels in all of video games are snow and winter themed. Like, Untracked from SSX Tricky might just be one of my favorite levels in any video game ever. Of all time. I think it's more, I like the idea of snow, not so much being in it. Wait, what was I doing? Why did I come back here? Why am I grinding this out? Didn't I say I wanted the money badge? Well, I mean, I'm here anyway, and it's there. And he's in there, and I'm out here, and he's the sheriff. Never mind. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Good thing that thing doesn't have a whole lot of defense. 3 level ups left in the whole game. I also just noticed that these things aren't dropping jam and jellies with any sort of regularity. I was hoping I'd get at least one so we wouldn't have to do little oink farming, which is another thing that we'd have to sink coins into. The sun trying to murder you. I get that. I completely understand that. I've been told before that my eyes are a very... I notice this all the time when I had to walk to and from school in the morning. My eyes are a very particular color to where they don't handle sunshine very well. One could say I'm genetically predisposed to prefer an indoor lifestyle. Quizmo, right. Sorry, got distracted again. Can he show up in Toad Town too? I feel like he can, and I just don't remember. You take drawing commissions? I am no artist, but if you're willing to pay me for it, sure, I'll give it my best. I'll give it my best try. I've never looked up what good rates are either for someone of my skill. There's probably not a lot of precedent for that. I'll tell you what'll fix this problem, Coops. Like, what'll fix this problem is central heating. Like, central air. If I move into a place that has that, I will be right as rain and good to go. That will fix literally every issue that I've got. I can just hug the AC and be like, I'll never leave you again. And heck, if I get to the point where I actually have enough money to buy a house, I've gotten really good investments to where I can just live off of dividends or whatever for the rest of my life. I can just order everything from DoorDash or have people do the shopping for me. Grubhub. Maybe not Grubhub. Don't want to reward them with money for their recent advertising campaign. Let's be real. The memes are funny. Those commercials are shit. They don't deserve a reward. Quizmo! Where are you? because of the stretch goals from last month. Ah, yes. I mean, it was just kind of a funny thing. I've always wanted to learn, though, is the thing. I have a great appreciation for art, but it also feels like if I really wanted to get into it, I should have started when I was a kid. Because it takes a long, long time to get to the point where your art is anywhere close to professional looking. Some people have just raised the bar so high. And it's kind of a... It's a crazy world if you want to be an artist. There's an easy way to it. Well, I say easy, but... The real trick to living off of being an artist is to become a... Okay, this is gonna sound weird. It's to become a con artist. Not a con artist, a con artist. As in, you're an artist that makes like 5 or 6 really high-quality prints every year, and you just sell posters and t-shirts at conventions. You make a design that everybody really wants, and you just... You work, like... and you only have to show up for a couple of those every month or so, and you can just live off of that money for the rest of the time in between. Need to buy a mushroom. I want to say 4? It's got to be 8, right? Crap. I had to get one wrong eventually. Should have trusted my first instinct, because I know it's going to be 4 now. But I was like, no. Honey syrups cost 10. Surely the other healing item has got to be in that same ballpark, right? Still haven't redeemed my reward from that donation last month. Has it expired? Study boring real stuff and then make funny characters. That's how you draw good. You're not too far off, is the other thing. Like... Now we're getting into that whole discussion of why art professors hate anime drawings. It's because studying all of that boring real-world stuff helps you no matter what type of art you try to get into. Because cartoons are an exaggeration of reality. So if you don't understand how reality works in the first place, you don't know how to break those rules for your own benefit. At least that's how it's been explained to me. And Ryza, I'm gonna say that, yeah, that reward has expired, because it was kind of a thing that was unique to the marathon. If it was gonna happen, it would have happened during that, so... I'm sorry, dude. It's like, because if I set that precedent, I might have other people coming out of the woodwork being like, hey, so, can I get something for that too? I didn't redeem all of the money I donated. It's like, alright. Let me derail everything else I was doing here for a bit. I'm gonna say 4. Yep, that's good. Thank goodness it's the same question, too. Hey! I got an achievement. 80 star pieces. Which I think is half of all of the ones in the game. Only 29% of people got that? Weird. Guess nobody was really into it. Nobody thought the badges were that good, I guess. Come to think of it, do the star pieces you get in this game add up to the number of total badges you can get? Can you only collect, like, most of them and you'll still be good? Or is there a reward for every single one? Where does Merlovely, who tells fortunes about special things, live? Merlovely. Okay. Shooting Star Summit. Correctamundo. You are our new champion, but I am still hungry, so I'll eat you anyway. Literally nobody, and I mean nobody in the universe is gonna know what that's from. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you. Anybody else ever play those point-and-click adventure games on computer based on the Magic School Bus series? I had a couple of them growing up. The one I'm referring to is the Magic School Bus Goes to the Rainforest, I believe it was. There was the Rainforest. I know there was one for Magic School Bus Goes Under the Ocean, but that was only in school. The other one that I wanted to own when I was a kid was Magic School Bus Goes Journeys into the Earth, I think it was, or the Center of the Earth. What was the name of the character who joined you at the Koopa Brothers Fortress? Oh, that's Bombette. There are so many weird but amazing educational games I played when I was a kid that I have such fond memories of. Logical Journey of the Zoombinis, the Jumpstart series. Hell, the Treasure Mountain, Treasure Mass Storm. That series continues on. I had no idea that it went past Mass Storm. So many others. Okay, I have a question about this. Would you guys be interested at all if I found a way to play those games again? If I found a way to stream them and play them? Because the one time on stream where I tried playing an educational kids game, like one of the Spy Fox games I grew up with as a kid, everybody tuned out. Do it? Aren't they on Steam? Not the Jumpstart games, and not the Treasure games to my recollection, but I know a lot of the Humongous Entertainment games are. Not all of them. The Backyard Sports series has long since disappeared, but I think that's because the license to use those players' real-world names expired or something. What color is Bowser's hair? I mean, depends on which interpretation of the character you're seeing in the fan... Oh, you mean normal Bowser. Oh, yeah, it's red. I wouldn't watch it, to be honest. Spy Fox is on Steam. Thought you had the same 5 people every stream. If that, man. I don't hold it against people. Everybody's got lives to live, and if I'm being real, you got something going on in your life, it should take precedence over watching some dumbass play video games. So... But yeah, although I have been getting a very slow trickle of new followers lately, and that's been really cool. Like, let me just read down some of these here. Celeste Logan XO, Tactical Spook, WereTag followed about 7 days ago. Brault01, I think that's how you say that. Yeah, some people have been showing up. They've been showing interest. Maybe because they caught the VODs somewhere. I didn't realize that there was a way to browse those on Twitch, but yeah, if any of you are listening right now, thanks for being a part of the pizza party. I need to remind myself of the good things about streaming, because periodically I'll go through those long stretches where there's just nothing and no one. And nobody's interested in showing up, nobody wants to be there. And then out of nowhere, you'll get a new follower, or somebody will subscribe that was never there before, or somebody will drop bits randomly because they just felt kind that day towards a smaller streamer, and it keeps you going, man. How many star spirits do you have to save? What is 7? I've made the Jeopardy joke way too much during this bit. 18 questions. Oh, I think we're actually... Yeah, we're a little over a quarter of the way through all of the questions in the game. Because there's 64 of them altogether. What if you're a dumbass playing video games who wants to get paid? Hey, it's up to people. If they think I'm worth money, they'll give me money. That's all it comes down to. I just have to be on the ball and make sure that I'm worth it. The way I see it, it's... it's like 75% my fault if this channel doesn't go anywhere. The other 25% is just being in the right place at the right time. There is a big element of luck to getting big on the internet. Because there's so many people out there.
I thought of something funny on the 24th.
Let me hear it.
25.
Well, I'll take that money, you swirl. I don't have to like that you're calling me names. Is that my new tagline now? Fnoo's a dumbass instead of Fnoo sucks. Still got that shirt, by the way. Still selling that shirt. I'm still saving up bits, by the way. Did I tell you guys about that? I have saved up bits that I've gotten from watching ads for the better part of 2 years now. One of these days, when I find the right stream, I'm just going to pop into that person's chat and drop an insane amount of money on them out of nowhere. Because I just want to make that person's day. Just this massive influx of money just to see their reaction and make them happy. I think that'd be a great moment. Because, hey, we're small streamers. We don't help each other out. Well, what are we doing with our lives? We gotta be there for each other, you know? That's why I try to prop up Coops and, like, the Meme Boys. Like, they started doing their stuff recently. Go sub to the Meme Boys, by the way. Or sub. Go follow Ice Cold Koopa, by the way. And his, like, group channel, the Meme Boys. Because they have pretty much the same sense of humor. Jesus! Oh. Oh. Ha. 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 Oh. That's $80. Oh, fuck. What the fuck, Swirl? Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god, I don't think that alert has ever fired off on this channel. What the hell, dude? I feel like I owe you something now. Oh, jeez. I mean, thank you. That should go without saying is thank you. That's the first thing I owe you, but... Mario leaves normal footprints behind even though he's spinning. I just noticed that. Oh god, Boy, that's a hell of a way to start off the year, isn't it? Jesus, Swirl. Thank you, dude. Huh. You've got the #1 donator icon now, as you should. Man, I'm glad you think so. I'm glad anybody thinks I'm worth, like, any of this stuff is worth being a part of. You know what? This is just for the 4 people who are here right now. But This is a thought I'm going to expand a little more on once we get to that Fortnite goal incentive that we hit during the stream. I don't know if you guys remember that or not, but because y'all were so insanely generous for charity, pretty soon here, if my internet connection works out just fine tonight, if everything ends up being peachy keen and running smoothly because I'm connected by Ethernet as opposed to Wi-Fi now, and I can do streams in the future, no problem, without random disconnects, then I will be moving ahead with the donation goal, which is 2 weeks straight of daily Fortnite streams. I'm not gonna lie, going back to that whole being in the right place at the right time thing, half of it is just for the meme, and the other half is like, well, people like this game, and it's a meme for a reason because it is insanely popular. But then again, I might just end up running into the opposite problem, which is, it's not a matter of separating the wheat from the chaff. There's just, no, the cream from the chaff. There's just way too much cream. There's so much talent out there. I wish that was my analogy, too. You know who I borrowed that from? I got it on an episode of the Co-optional podcast way back in the day. Rest in peace, Total Biscuit. I'm glad you didn't have to deal with coronavirus at the very least. Oh, shoot. This is the last upgrade block. I just randomly remembered there was a star piece there. I forgot this was a thing. To the max! And Lackluster powered up. Watching ads pays off. Reminds me of Silvervale's donation sound when she got over $1,000. Oh, yeah. I remember that clip. I need to rework a lot of these. One of them, I do... Hang on a second. Now that I'm thinking about it, and because I don't want to get in trouble with the Twitch police, I should go into my overlay here. Edit the standard. There is one alert that I need to drop because a lot of it is a copyrighted song. Alert box, settings, cheer alerts. Here we go. Variation settings. Is this the one I'm thinking of? No. That's the default for when it's 1,000 or more. I need to turn off... There it is, the Johnny's Jerky one. Because a lot of that is... I don't remember the name of the song, but it's the one that goes, "You don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't spit into the wind. You don't pull the mask off that old Lone Ranger." And... except I replaced the last line with, "Nobody messes with Johnny's Jerky." It was funny at the time, but with Twitch becoming a little more, you know, active about protecting other people's copyright and doing DMCA stuff, I'm like, probably play it safe on that one. One time when they wouldn't give me ads for like a month. Oh, I've been there. Watched a lot of Monster Energy games. Oh, jeez. Everybody has a Twitch channel these days, don't they? Even Chuck E. Cheese has one, which I was a little infuriated when I found that out. That was a brand new thing, and they were already partnered. It's like, all right, I see how it is. What if that became my new goal in life? What if that was our what if that was our ultimate milestone? Is that we have to become bigger than the Chuck E. Cheese Twitch account? Let's do it, guys. Let's make it a thing. I remember that, Coops. I was there when you got banned from the Twitch channel. I would have joined you just for the joke, but, like... This is just how I'm built. I'm so scared that if I do something like that, it'll come back to me in some way. Like, maybe that trips an invisible flag in Twitch's system. It's like, whoa, what's going on with this person? Why'd they get banned from this person's chat? Or, I don't know, call me paranoid, because I probably am. I'm a very big believer in karma. And I thoroughly believe that the only reason so many good things happen to me is because I've put so much positivity out there in the universe before now. Name of the elderly Koopa Troopa who always asks for errands to be run. Koopa Crab. Old Coop. Arr, 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 arr. Mario boy me Bob. Oh, that reminds me. We gotta do a lot of the Koopa Coot errands to eventually, too, don't we? Can watch more ads on Saturdays than other days. I will keep that in mind. I haven't found the streamer yet that I want to drop all of these bits on that I've been saving up, but someday they will appear. Someday it will happen. I will know. It will just feel right. It'll be like, yep, it's time to cash all this in. Wait a second. He appears inside the mansion, doesn't he? Well, if he does, he hasn't appeared now. What happens now that the chandelier's pulled down? Oh, it's just a quick travel up to the second floor. Okay. Ah, that's neat. In case you don't want to have to run up the stairs. Then again, with that extra animation at the end and the fact that the couch and the stairs are about equidistant away from each other from the front door, I don't know how much time you'd save with that. I got any speedrunners in chat that can confirm that for me? Strider, where you at, bro? You need to get the tape back for me? Oh, Ryza, I'm so sorry. We already did that favor. And yes, we made all the jokes. Every single one of them. I've never actually... I enjoy clips of VTubers. I don't think I've found one that I like to watch just for the sake of watching. Not yet, anyway. How many Bob-Ombs besides Bombette were imprisoned in the jail at the Koopa Brothers Fortress? I'm gonna say 4? I thought it wasn't a whole lot of NPCs in there. That's sneaky, too, how they're not just defaulting number questions to being the one in the middle. Because it's so easy to do that when you're designing a quiz. It's like, alright, we've got the number that we want. Now let's come up with other numbers that are on either side because they're within the same range. It sounds reasonable. I don't know why I did that switch. I just want to travel with Bo for a while, I guess. Oh, right, because of the sewers. Yeah. Because I should probably air my feelings about this. VTubers are a thing that I like to enjoy peripherally. It's not something I actively participate in. A lot of the HoloLive stuff that I can't really get into aside from the translated clips because I don't speak Japanese. Not yet, anyway. I'm working on it. Just for the sake of... I'm gonna need to learn it eventually if I'm getting into video games. Even a lot of American VTubers I'm not really big on because I'm not big on the whole just chatting thing, and that's what a lot of it is. Doesn't mean they're not fun characters, and it's not fun to watch the VODs every now and again. Like, just earlier today, I was catching one of Project Melody's media share streams. It's really interesting seeing her react to videos I've known the existence of for years. Like, somebody sent her There She Goes, Which, man, that brought back memories. That made me feel like I was back in the Newgrounds portal again. It's like, wow, is this 2008? Oh, good times. Good times. ASMR is evolving. Isn't Quizmo downstairs if he shows up here? I think he's in the shop, isn't he? There's a hell of a lot of distance to travel for him if he is. Well, either he just didn't spawn in or what, but... Hey, rocking chair. I just wanted to play around with the physics, I'm sorry. Give some point to us being here. What did Melody say that reminded you of Newgrounds? Oh no, There She Goes is an old school Newgrounds animation. Like, it's one of the big ones from there. It's like the Awesome series. It was just everywhere on that website for a while. People were so into that animation. And I get it. It's really cute, and it tells a really fascinating little love story. Especially back then, a lot of people needed a message like that. Especially for the age group that a lot of Newgrounds users are in. Or at least were in. I don't know what the website looks like anymore. Been out of that loop for a little long, I must say. Now, that was way back in the day. There actually is a Newgrounds account out there called What the Fnu. My avatar on there for the longest time was this, it's the only place I ever used this avatar. It was a girl in a black fuzzy cat suit. She had ears and everything, silver hair, I believe, and she was doing the, like, one paw up pose. I cannot find that picture again. It's no wonder, like, there aren't any very specific tags for me to look for. I think it was DeviantArt drawing, too, which is why it's so difficult to find it. Time is also not, it's very confusing to tell people about that animation, too. Because you say the phrase, "There she goes," and all people think of is, "There she goes. There she goes again." Where's the House of the Explorer, Colorado? I'm gonna choose Koopa Village for 500, Bob. That was entirely wrong. Bob Barker never did Jeopardy. What's wrong with me? Yeah. Some people have yet to go through the full extent of the proving grounds that is the internet, unfortunately. They've yet to expose enough of their opinion to other people to understand, oh, these are the shitty parts of me, and they're the things I should curb out of my personality as I grow up. What is the destination of the train which departs from Toadtown Station? It would have been really, really sneaky of them to say Dry Dry Desert here, or Dry Dry Outpost, because a lot of people might just forget that Mount Rugged is between the two of them. They wouldn't even have been thinking about it at this point, because let's be real, you get this far into the Quizmo questions, you're not encountering them casually anymore. You are specifically grinding these out. You're probably tuning out at this particular point in all of them, and you're not thinking 100% straight about your answers. Uh-oh. What happened with your messages, Ryza? Hold up. The heck? Ooh, yeah. Sorry about that, man. That is actually against TOS. I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, you cannot use words that refer to somebody's sexual state in a derogatory way. Otherwise, the streamer can actually face disciplinary action, so sorry about that, dude. I thought everybody knew about that, which is why I didn't say it on the stream. Yes, the other S word. Sakura. As we found out the other night in the Meme Boys stream, was the worst thing you can possibly refer to a person as. Calling them the Sakura of the group. I was like, come on. I hope I'm at least the Hinata, but Sakura? Again, go check out the Meme Boys if you're given the opportunity. I know Koops, at very least, is very close to 50 followers. Like, he's over the hard part, which is the first 25. If he breaks 50, he'll be able to get affiliate status. And, like, here's the other thing. Koops has been nothing... I feel weird, like, talking about other people's streams and whatnot. Because most of the time it feels like I'm just recommending people to them because I hope they'll return the favor eventually. But this, legitimately, like, Koops has been nothing but kind to me. He has gone out of his way and bent over backwards for the sake of my creative endeavors. He's one of the coolest and most passionate people I've ever met. So now that he's doing his own thing, yeah, I support him 100%. I want to return the favor. I want to help him in any way I can. So, yeah, check him out if you've got the time. What is the name of the fellow who sells badges in Toad Town? Merlot. These questions really love Colorado for some reason. Hey everybody! Today we're gonna be learning about Beethoven. That's what Rolf from the Muppets sounds like, right? There's like different tribes on Twitter. Have you ever noticed that? There's the activists, like the people. Like, don't get me wrong, here's the thing. Everybody's different. I hate that I have to preface this with not all Twitter users. Like, most people fall into a combination of these camps. They're a mix. It's like a percentage one way or another, but there's the political accounts, the people who really want to make a difference. Nothing against them in their endeavors. Like, they're legitimately trying to make the world a better place. It's just some of them can be obnoxious about it. There's the gimmick Twitter accounts, which are the fun ones. Those are things like Save Via Click Video Games or Muppets History. Or, what was that other one? Posting every single day until Mr. Beast gives me $10,000. Something like that. And then there's people like me who mostly just use it for promotional stuff. Because sometimes notification systems are a little broken or wonky, especially on YouTube. I've been trying to change that. Give people more of a reason to follow me on Twitter than just, hey, here's when the streams go live or something. Throw my thoughts into particular topics posted by other people, or just throw what's on my mind, just scream it into the void and see if anybody cares. They hear a faint echo of somebody off there in the distance. Hashtag enough Twitter users. I like that. It's not all of them, but it's enough. But yeah. And then there's the... I'm going to call the oddballs. The people you look at. These are the wints of Twitter. These are the people who you just have no idea how their brain works. And it's fascinating to watch them slowly go insane. It's Wint. This is the Iron Sheik. People like that. Those are the 4 main groups I've noticed. Are there any categories I'm leaving off of this list? Broke down and bought an Anka card. Nice. I hope she's everything you hope her to be in New Leaf. That's a subject that we can have because we're playing a Nintendo game anyway. Who's your favorite villager? Because I'll tell you who mine is right now. Have you ever heard of the elephant Taya? The one that looks like a teacup? She is a kind of wonderful, and I love her so much. Just her personality, her design, every single thing about that character brings me great joy. I almost want to borrow the roommate's copy of New Leaf just so I can see if she pops up in my village. She probably won't due to sheer law of averages, but... Ah, lucky duck. Taya's like my Raymond. She's the one character I'd go out of my way to try and find. You know what the best thing about Raymond is in Animal Crossing? It seemed like, at least for a while there, the only people that got him were the people who didn't actually want him. The streamers and whatnot. I think even Vinny said when Raymond just happened to show up, he was doing the initial recruits just for the tutorial of the thing, and Raymond happened to be there. He said, I cannot believe what Animal Crossing is doing to the chat right now. People were freaking out. I can't believe your luck, man! You know the best part about that is, too? He didn't even take him. He didn't even take him. What am I gonna do now? How many questions have we answered? I think we're up to 24 or something? What's the last question, you wonder? You think it's something easy, like what game are you playing right now? Or if it's something legitimately difficult, like how much FP does this particular attack cost? But it ends up being Shell Shot, so I'm perfectly okay. I've got that one committed to memory. Whiz! Yes, I want to try. Correct me if I'm wrong. Quizmo's assistant, Vanity, wasn't she the first, like, obviously female Toad? Like, Toadette didn't show up until the GameCube era, yeah? What treasure did Bowser steal from Starhaven? I mean, 2 of these are valid. Only one of them's from Starhaven, though. You know what's the only thing that a dragon has that Bowser doesn't? A hoard of gold somewhere. Pretty sure Bowser could grow wings if he wanted. We've seen weirder things in the Mario universe. There's that whole thing about Wario not being able to die in the second game because, and I quote the instruction manual on this, he didn't feel like it. I mean, that's fair. Ooh, I think that's the Blue Koopa house? Nice. I need to eventually do that trade quest, too. I just realized. I need to look up what the 3 items are. I know there's 3 levels to it. Oh, that's right. A lot of people probably don't know about the radio quest. Yeah, we'll cover that when we get to it. One of the most obscure things you can possibly do in this game. I kind of get that, Ryza. That annoys me too in things like mobile games. Although a lot of them are much more lenient on that, where they just care about you logging in general. It's not like a loyalty thing where you have to log in every single day unless you're... because if you don't log in every day, your streak is broken. Yeah, a lot of games have eased up on that. Now it's just like, okay... You took a week off, no big deal. You've logged in like 5 days in total, so we'll give you your day 6 reward now. You good. We understand people have a life outside of the game. And then there's a game like what I'm playing right now, Bistro Heroes, where I cannot wait for my opportunity to finally talk about this game because, man, do I have some words about it. For now, I'm probably just going to leave a scathing review on the marketplace, on the Google Play Store for it. But one of the least annoying mechanics in this game, and I use the term game loosely in this case, is that there's a fishing mechanic to give yourself extra energy in Bistro Heroes. Your character will just automatically start catching fish, reeling them in, and every couple or so will be worth an extra pip of energy for you to be able to do quests and other things with. Here's the catch. You either have to actively try to catch the fish yourself, or they have an auto mode where they will catch the fish automatically. But if you navigate away from the app, it will stop the timer. The character will not participate in the fishing anymore. Meaning, if you want all the energy out of this, you have to let your phone just sit there in sleep mode for the better part of an hour. Just watching your character get you bonus energy points. What a greedy, selfish game, eh? And here's the thing, that's a daily occurrence. So you have to do it every single day. It gets annoying really fast. I cannot even fathom the reason for them doing that. It's like, no, you're not allowed to have a life outside of Bistro Heroes. Bistro Heroes is love. Bistro Heroes is life. It is your everything, and you will worship it with your body, mind, and soul. Sacrifice your battery power to the Bistro gods. Question. Who does Cooper idolize? I think he's a big fan of Colorado, isn't he? Why isn't Colorado a party member? The game loves him so much. Then again, we saw his combat prowess back in Lava Lava Island, so maybe this is for the best. No. I kind of want to see an edit of that old meme now. Like, it shows some of the costumes you can get in this game, like wedding dresses and a maid cafe thing, which they aren't even good maid outfits. And that's coming from... Then again, that's coming from a prude about it, so maybe don't take my advice, but Ah, crap. I can never get the timing on that correct. What was I trying to say? Yeah, it's an image of some of the characters and their outfits, but it's just the Doom guy popping up in front of all of it. And instead of saying the whole bit about waifus are temporary, but Doom is eternal, you just hear, Because it's his only vocalization in that game aside from the death scream. I mean, I'm talking old school Doom. You can't just ooh-woo on the surface of Mars. Kobayashi, what? Eh? Wait, are we talking about the one who's got a dragon working for her, or different Kobayashi? Because of maid outfits. Oh. Yeah. Her... Am I gonna have to do this on stream one of these days? Create, like, the maid outfit tier list? It'd be the dumbest, most insular, like, this is just for me kind of stream ever. Like, maybe I'll do it as a bonus. That'll be a joke reward for New Year's Eve 2021. It's like, if we pass something like, I don't know, $700 or so, I'll do the maid outfit tier list. I'll show just how much of my brain space I've wasted on this kind of thing. Y'all will see my secret shame. There aren't even a good fetish outfit. I don't know, man. Aside from nurses, they're the only thing that's universally liked. They have just as much fans overseas as they do here in the Americas. That's not just me talking out my ass. The people who have the stats for this kind of thing could back me up. The people who, shall we say, is their business to watch those kinds of numbers. I don't know why I'm being coy. I know for a fact none of y'all are 12. We could have a mature conversation about porn, I'm pretty sure. I hope you like this music, because we're going to be hearing it a lot in the near future. But all the star pieces are going to be worth it, yeah? A lot of them are just going to be for the heck of it, I've realized, but... Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe if you collect every single star piece, you can actually trade them in for badges. What does Merlee of Dry Dry Outpost specialize in? I believe casting spells, right? It's certainly not fortune-telling what she does. That's something I need to do before we go up to Bowser's Castle. I need to invest 50 coins into getting her special package, so that we can just have random instances of good fortune happen during fights. I haven't activated that in a while, mostly because I know a lot of that money is better off going to other places. No, you're good, Ryza. You're A-O good. We actually have 22 star pieces now. I can go grab the money badge. Start grinding up the last couple levels we need. And a couple of those battles besides, because I think this might be the fastest way to earn money. Is hunting down a Maisie. Daisies. Nice! Yes! So many battles. They've managed to hit me right out of the bat. Finally got the timing down for it. Oh, that's insanely satisfying. Yeah, I learned from that incident, Ryza. If you're leaving, have a good night. I'm not going to chase you off or anything. It's like, you're good. You can talk about different outfit types and be fine. But yeah, I definitely won't be streaming something like that again. To be fair, I didn't have to stream that game at all. I could have participated in the tournament without video proof. I just wanted my efforts to be legit. I wanted there to be a backup so that they knew I achieved what I achieved. If that much money was on the line, I wanted there to be video proof, just in case my opponent tried to pull a fast one on me. Now, granted, that tournament went off with relatively without a hitch. Like, nobody tried to cheat, nobody tried to pull one over the other people. Nobody did anything untoward, which is kind of respectable. Heck, they still haven't shut down that server. One of these days, I kind of want to go back in there, look over those posts again, and maybe make a small video documentary about that event. Have it just be one of those... It'd be the kind of YouTube commentary and content, that's the word I was looking for, that I personally enjoy, which is a niche video on a very niche kind of subject. A very deep dive on something. It's like, oh, I didn't even know this was a thing. But so much effort and other things went into it. The one, and to my knowledge, only adult-oriented video game tournament. Yeah. And thanks for being here, Coops. It's always a pleasure to see you, man. I think Quizmo just doesn't show up in Bo's manor. Could have sworn I saw him somewhere. But he hasn't popped up in any of the rooms that I think he shows up in. Not the front hall, not the basement, not the shop. I think I can just stop checking these. Stop wasting my time going back and forth now. Oh, well. I was hoping to snag just one more piece before we go off to the mountain. Get back to the grind again. Jesus. $80. That's hitting me again. I can't stop thinking about that. That is gonna stick with me. That is the most money anybody's ever dropped on this channel. That's ridiculous. Although, I'm half joking when I say this. That alert you saw is not the highest one I've got. So if anybody wants to challenge that crown, there will be an award waiting for you. Something a little bit special. No, people have been more than generous to me tonight. I've been so generous, I couldn't possibly ask for anything more anytime in the near future. Just, fuck, dude. $80. Seven badge points for this. Good lord. They really wanted to discourage people. If you don't want people to grind that badly, don't even put it in there. What in the world am I gonna get rid of for that? Can I afford to get rid of a point of strength? I don't need Quake Hammer for grinding out Amazy Daisies, but I do I do need to remember to put it back on when we're done with this, though. Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't that the highest amount for any badge in the game? I don't think I remember any other badge costing as much as Money Money does. And I'm pretty sure there's no badge in the game that costs 8 points. Although if there was, it better be a heck of an effect. No, good lord, no, Swirl. Like I said, you've done enough, dude. Rest easy, heroes. Tomorrow is another adventure. What in the world? Oh, right, because I've got the Stream Elements editor open. That's why it double played on my end. And why it was louder than usual. Goodness. Pillow, dude. You want to know the funny thing about that gift sub is? Hidden in the Truth is my roommate. I need to tell him he has a subscription on my channel now and he has some more emotes to play with. The Tryhard badge. Reduces Mario to 1 HP but gives him 200% experience. Is that a thing? Or is that a 1,000-year door badge? I don't think that's in this game, but I could be wrong. Oh, I thought that guy was one of the strange toads from the beginning of the game there. His color scheme just looked off. When you only had the top part of it. Then again, everything does have a very sharp black outline here. Oh, you made it up. You were joking. Okay. Eats a pizza. What is it about this area? It just feels nice. It doesn't feel like an end game area either. Probably because of the sunshine they've got. Flower Fields just has this... If Wet Dry World from Mario 64 has a negative emotional aura, I gotta say, this one has a positive one. I just feel good when I reach this world, and I cannot explain why. It feels peaceful. And I'm borrowing this from Nintendo Capri Sun, but yeah, I'd sleep here. That's how comfortable I feel in this area. Alright. Let's see if taking off that one badge is gonna... That one extra point of power is gonna bite me in the butt. Not quite. Thank goodness. $39 star points per. I can drop a POW block. I said I can drop a POW block. No, my money. still can show bees who's the boss. Oh, it's so much I can't even keep track. Well, I gotta drop off one of these items. I'm pretty sure I need more maple syrups than I need mushrooms at this point. And if not, we know where we can buy them for cheap now. I should just clean out my inventory. So many of these I'm just holding on to for cooking purposes. The iced potatoes especially. Worst part about all of this is I'm gonna get past all of the Chuck Quizmo quizzes and we're still not gonna have all the star pieces. At which point I panic because now we have to do a worldwide search for the rest of them. Guys, I also want to point out, it's been 2 hours of the stream so far and we have... I don't want to jinx anything. But we've had no connection issues so far. Let me double check in OBS. Yeah, we haven't even dropped any frames, which is a massive departure from what the last couple streams have been like. Should I put up the link to that itch game in your Discord, or would you rather not? I don't know the itch game you're talking about. Let me, scroll back a little bit here. Creator, you could use some support, monetary, and publicity. D&D meets... Oh, with dice rolls included. PM that to me? PM that to me. I will check it out on my own time. And if it's really good, I will share it with the Discord. How about that? Well, we'll have a compromise there. I'll be the filter through which it passes through. God bless the Ethernet cable. Yeah, good thing I had this left over from the last apartment I lived in, right? Because I needed a way to connect to their router, and I just happened to buy the extra length cord because I was like, this is excessive, but maybe I'll need it for some reason. And then this whole situation happened where the router just had to be downstairs, and I'm upstairs, and it's like, oh, it just happens to be like 30 feet in length or something like that. How convenient for me to plan ahead. Who hides inside a coffin? Mummy Man? Mummy Man! You hear about that supposed Egyptian curse thing? One of the more recent excavations actually found a tablet that was addressed to future generations. And it said something to the effect of, "May you live in interesting times." They found this a couple months before the COVID situation. Which, kind of paints that tablet in a new light. Hello, good sir. How many items can I... Only 3? What the hell else do I have in storage? Hang on a minute. What do you got for me? Oh, all of the... Yeah, I remember now. And some of these I was just holding on to for the sake of... Yeah, the repel gels especially. I can claim that fried shroom and eat that now. Save myself a trip to an inn. That'll free up a space for me. Yes. I'd like to dump off all 3 of these maple syrups, please. Oh. On second thought... The other thing I should drop off is one of the ultra shrooms. 'Cause, yeah. Why did I put 2 of those away in storage? Probably for specific recipes. Right! Because I can either use them or a Whack-A-Bump for some of the more advanced recipes. Coconut, melon... Yeah, I'm gonna be burning some FP here soon. I can take an apple pie. No. And I will check that final Ultra Shroom ahead of the massive recipe dump we're gonna be doing in the near future here. See you, Ryza. Thanks for being here, man. Always a pleasure, dude. I wonder what the special resistances are for Amazy Daisies and other enemies. I know people have measured out things like, hey, how often does this enemy get afflicted by these particular status effects? Do they have a modifier for how often... That was smooth. Do they have a modifier for how often... how long they're afflicted by certain status effects? Like dizzy or paralyzed, or being burned, or... actually, burns are a thing in Thousand Year Door, aren't they? Whoops. I'm trying to hit that one frame trick where if you hammer right as you're entering another area, you can hear the whoosh and you can see the swing, but it doesn't connect with the ground. I know it's possible, I just need to figure out what the timing is. Okay, game, I appreciate the help, but... Nice. Pretty sure I don't need any more maple syrups. Done and dusted. We're going to be getting so many levels in such a rapid succession here in the near future. I don't need to put a terrible amount of thought into what stats I choose. But more FP would be nice. Don't have to go back and heal as often. Heck, I don't even think I need to have stat damage, as it were, in order to eat all of these items. Mario's just a gourmand. Feels like treating himself today. He usually doesn't get to eat mostly anything other than mushrooms. Hello, what's this? I got a text. Ah, it's from the roommates. I'll address that after the stream's over. Seems the roommates are out of town until Sunday, so it's my job to take care of the cat in the meantime. Would I airlift there? Mario's just feeling lazy. He doesn't want to jump today. Oh, who was that?
Spaghetti time.
Who declares it's spaghetti time? Hey, Morningstar. Hello to you, too. Thanks for the 13 bits, man. This is not spaghetti time until you show up, I gotta say. Welcome to the stream. We're grinding out some Amazy Daisies for fun and profit. Mostly profit, though. We're gonna need a whole lot of coins. Way more than we've got right now, which is why I went through the trouble of getting the money badge before we did this. But what I really want, what I really want, I'll tell you what I want, what I really want, is, I need this thing to drop a jam and jelly. We've beat it up multiple times and not a single one has dropped, and I'm starting to get nervous that we'll actually have to farm little oinks for the things. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm actually gonna have to use that method and farm silver little oinks. Aw, come on, man. It's such a cool setup for this level, too. Walking through this door into nothingness. You just come out the other side in this mystical landscape hidden just behind the veil of reality. I've noticed something about my brain. I always default to the positive side of things. I like to imagine if there was an alternate reality out there, it would be better than the one we have. Well, better in some very noticeable and helpful aspects. It wouldn't be perfect by any means, but... because, you know, that's just the nature of it. There we go. There's the whoosh. Oh, I'm getting it every time now. My fingers remember. The muscles have dialed it in. So that means I'll be hitting it for every single loading zone for the rest of the game, right? No problems whatsoever. Ah, yes, the Little Oink Farm, Pillow Sledder. It is to the south of Toad Town. You pay, if I recall correctly, 100 coins. And they will give you an egg that will hatch a little oink. You can only have 10 of them in the pen. And when you hatch an 11th one, the first one you hatched runs off into goodness knows where, but they leave you a present behind when they leave. Depending on what their color was, the item can be different. If it is a gold one, they will leave an Ultra Shroom, I believe, and if it was a silver one, they'll leave a Jam and Jelly. Silver ones are insanely rare. I think they only pop out of eggs 3% of the time. So think about that. 3%. 3% of the time. I need to confirm this. How much do they cost? Because if it's 100 coins per... It can't be. Why is that number so prevalent in my head?
I love little oinks. Love them. You want to learn about them?
Sure.
Little oinks are timid and mysterious creatures that hatch from eggs. They spook easily and will run away if you approach them. Observe them from out here. There are many breeds of little oinks. They're very easy to tell apart. White ones, black ones, even gold and silver ones. If you're curious about the breed of newborn little oink, come over and talk to me. I wish the world were full of little oinks. That would be grand.
Okay, how much does this cost? 10 coins. Okay. All right. Someone gets inside the fence, all the little oinks will run away. The 11th one enters, it'll leave, and it'll leave you a present. But the catch being that if you enter the pen to collect your item, all the other ones you've built up to that point will also run away. So at a 3% chance of finding a little oink, of finding the particular color that we need, on average, we'd be getting one Jam and Jelly every 300 coins. It's not good odds. It's not good odds. You know, I think it's also the music, too, that helps me out with this place. It makes me think so highly of it. It's a very calming song, and I think it is too even before the sun comes out. I just feel at peace when I'm in this place. I feel like I can relax finally. Especially now that I know how to use these power abilities to their highest form. I think we can clean out Ralph's badge shop now. We have enough money for that. Thank goodness these guys aren't like other enemies that run away in games like this. It's not like the Golden Phantoms in Persona, where if you let them get too far away from you, they just disappear out of existence. Yeah, let's do it. Max FP! Huh? Wait a second, wasn't I... Aren't I supposed to get an achievement for that? Hold on, let me refresh that. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. We got a problem. Oh, no. Oh, I hope this isn't what I think it is. Hold up. Hold up. I need to go to the website to make sure that I'm not just talking about my ass about that being an achievement. Oh, no. Did it break? Username. What the fnu? Password is... No, Firefox, please. I don't need you to save my passwords anymore. Especially now that I know it's very easy to access the list. Okay, let's see what we got here. Max out your FP, including badges. Oh! Oh, I see what it is now. Okay, so maxing out your FP also includes, like, flower power and heart power badges. Okay, that's what they consider the max. Gotcha. I panicked there for a second. I was like, oh no, am I gonna have to play through the entire game over again just to pop one broken achievement? But no. We're good. I think I also have all of the flower power badges too, so maybe? Let me double check that. 1 second. Yoop. Alright, take off money. And where are they? Is that not the max? Is there another one hiding out there somewhere? Right! The kid! The kid, he also sells badges of this type too. And that's why there's an item in this game, the Jelly Pop, which can recover your FP by 64 points, because 65 is the technical max. It's the highest you can possibly get in this game. Gotcha, I understand now. Good to go. I don't know why I keep hitting save blocks every time I see them. Again, a paranoia of sorts. Just the constant nagging fear that something horrible is going to happen to my character, and I'll lose all of the progress that I've made over the course of this whole stream, perhaps. Man, I've been getting lucky with these lately. We haven't even needed to reset the screen. They've just been showing up. This is a good deal. 5 FP per Amazy Daisy, and they just... 3 of them is enough for a level? Gotcha. extremely satisfying. Just to see an enemy explode and give that much experience. Especially if it's a challenge to catch them. You had to build your character properly if you want to defeat those things in time. And if they do attack you, well, you better hope you've been putting all of those level ups into HP if they do decide to not run away. I get why they didn't include a badge for that kind of thing, or an ability that forces the enemy to stick around for a couple turns. Taunts them into attacking you, basically, because I think the only enemies that actually run away from you in Paper Mario are Amazy Daisies and the Magikoopas, when they have no party members left. But then again, there aren't a whole lot of enemies that can inflict status effects on you either, and there's a badge that helps out with those, so... A third one in a row? Luck be a lady tonight. Thank you, game. Everybody's feeling generous to me, apparently. Alright, go into your corner. Hide out. Need you to stop moving. No, it's fine. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna crush you into a fine powder with my feet. Who knew that the key to ultimate power was stomping out a flower garden? What is that term that came out a long while ago? Back when the Tomb Raider reboot was a thing. Ludonarrative dissonance. That was the term everybody started throwing around. And they used it to refer to how Lara Croft in that game killed a whole heck of a lot of people. And yet, and her character was crying over it. But she also does it with complete impunity later on, and has some pretty fancy kill animations in their own right. There's a bit of a disconnect there. I just find it funny sometimes. It's not a thing that will actively destroy my engagement of a game. I just find it amusing more than anything else, the weird things players will do in particular games in order to get what they want. It's kind of like when you're playing Suikoden 1, and the way to extreme fortune in that game is to just play the first 3 rounds of gambling against this one guy over and over again very early on in the campaign. Which, if you don't know about that glitch, I'm more than happy to describe it to you. Imagine designing a gambling minigame in your title. And you forget to make it so that every time the gambling game starts, it's different results. So if you play against the guy once, exit out, and then talk to him and start up the game again, the results will be predictable every time. It's not so much of a gamble anymore at that point, is it? Of course, some games get clever about that kind of thing, too. If anybody here's ever played Jade Empire, you know that if you try to swindle one of the gamblers in that game, one of the gods, it's described that the god of fortune just makes him explode. So that you can't abuse save states anymore. You can't abuse quick saves to grind him out for cash, because that's not fun. I feel so bad for that dude when I found him in the game, because I knew that was a thing, so I think I only played against him a couple times, and I just left him alone to live his life. The dude did nothing wrong. I didn't want that blood on my hands. It's just a victim of circumstance. Also, hello, Colt. Welcome to the chat. How are you doing tonight? So you took my advice on getting them to spawn in? Yes, actually. I remembered that. Thank you for pointing that out, by the way, because you saved me a heck of a lot of time in the long run. One more level, guys. And that's it. At that point, I think we'd be ready to go fight the third form of the Master and get our degree. We'd have all the resources the game would be willing to give us at that point. Nothing will stand in our way except for our own skill and mastery over the fights we're going into. The knowledge of the battles we're up against. There we go. 125, my foot. You know what I said about being on for commentary all the time? Lines like that are the reason why. Imagine somebody just happened to come into the stream, and that's the only thing they get out of me for several seconds. What would they think? Would they think this guy's worth following or sticking around with, or not? Probably not. Especially when you're doing this kind of thing, though, it's very difficult to come up with interesting things to say. Oh, hey, guys, we managed to do the exact same process we've mastered about 1,000,000 times before. Again, wow. Super consistent, this Mario. I wonder if he can pull it off a 1,346,488th time. He's going the distance. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. If it really bothers you, I think this might be the last one. Right? Oh, yeah. If we beat this one, we'll be max level. Mario, Destroyer of Worlds, has now achieved his true form. And he will celebrate this transcendence by cooking, quizzing, and occasionally fighting his way to victory. The only favor Mario needs past that point is to do all of the ones for Koopa Koot. Well, guys, I know you've all enjoyed Flower Fields so far. But I think it's time to say so long, farewell, until we meet again to Flower Fields. 'Cause that is everything we need. Maximum power. Level Mario to his max level. And make him a freaking millionaire at that. Almost 400 coins. Jeez, that badge was a good idea. I think that's worthy of some Mountain Dew. The exciting, shocking taste of diabetes. Sadly, big guy, I think this might be the last time you see me. You know, if I don't need even more money. If I don't find an easy way to generate it outside of this place. You look at that! He's only got 2 badges left. Buy that. And FP plus. Ruff, what do you guys say for yourself now, buddy?
Dad says we're closing and moving to another town. See ya, mister. Thanks for shopping so much.
Buddy, I'm cleaned out. I've got nothing more to sell. You are one serious repeat customer, bud. I can practically retire now. This town was real nice, but I think I'll take a trip. Thanks, bud. You're the man. Feels good. Feels really good. It's like, yeah, you supported this guy so much, he's able to go live his dreams now. I hope to join you soon, Rolf. But that is a story for another time. Like I said, we're not going to be expanding on that thought more until the Fortnite reward streams start. But I do have a plan. You'll see what I mean by that soon. Something big is going to be happening on streams in the near future. My good sir, you can't do without this one. It's worlds better than the last one. But for you, the price is the same. 64 coins. I, the eminent Rip Cheeto, will sleep better knowing you've bought it. For you are a man of great taste. How about it? Do we have a deal? Or not? Yeah, I'll buy. Hey, bump attack! Lets Mario destroy a weaker enemy in the field by hitting it. This is a little misleading. It's not bump attack as in hitting it like jumping on it or hitting it with a hammer. That just means literally bumping into it. You can just touch the enemy and they will evaporate. How many coins does it take to retire in the Mushroom Kingdom? Well, there is a mathematical way to figure this out. Paper Mario Wiki. Okay, let's see here. How about Paper Mario Wiki Rolf? Just type in his name. Alright, and we add up what all of these coins cost. So, we've got Speedy Spin at 50. Thank you for catching up, computer. Plus 75 and another 75 for multi-bounce and D-down pound. An extra 100 for first attack. Sleep Stomp is another 75. Double Dip and Dodge Master are 100 coins each. Plus 50 for Jump Charge. And another 75 for Spin Smash. 200 coins for Group Focus and All or Nothing. 150 for an FP plus and an HP plus, so that's another 300. And then 100 for Super Smash Charge, 150 for Damage Dodge, and 200 for Mega Quake, coming out to another 450 coins. So in total, a retirement package in the Mushroom Kingdom will set you back 1,650 coins. Although Rolf said that he can practically retire now, he had most of what he needed, not all of it. So I assume it's just a little bit higher than that. Let's round it out to about an even 1,800 coins, just to plan for emergencies and all that nonsense. Well done, my good man. I thank you deeply. Now, if you thought that item was good, I have something even better at the same price. 64 coins. But I warn you, this offer's only good right now. Yeah, all right, I've got the money for it. Ooh, that's actually really good. That is really, really good. Oh, we only get so many of those if we don't want to grind the Little Oink farm for that. Hold up. I need to check this. I need to check where we are now. Rip Cheeto. First result. Okay, in order. Okay, that's what I thought. We're on the 4th one. And the reason I need to get up to the 10th one is because he gives you a star piece at the 10th. Which means, minimum, you're giving this guy 640 coins if you want everything in the game. Which, that's a decent pace towards a retirement package. That's 16 to 18 lives right there. You know, some people call them extra lives or one-ups and other things like that. I like to call it life insurance. Don't got money, my dude. I would if I could, but I can't right now. Repel gel. Good lord. Alright. There's another thing I need to open up here. You know somebody's old school when their go-to source for video game guides is GameFAQs. It's just I've never found a better website, and I don't feel like scrubbing through a video guide right now. Recipe list. Here we go. Where did we leave off? Stream resources. New Year's Eve. 2020 ideas. Here we go. Left off on lime candy. Okay, so JK lime candy. So we need a cake mix and a lime. A maple... okay. And all of the maple recipes are right after that. Good. We've got all the ingredients for those. So just to make sure that I haven't gone too far out of the way and I don't forget anything. Let's go get that cake mix and a lime. Hey, Stormy. How you doing? I always preferred GameSpot instead of GameFAQs. Wasn't until later I realized both are the same. I didn't even know GameSpot had game guides on it. That's interesting. I wonder if they're any better or worse. Also, welcome to the chat, Stormy. Thanks for being here tonight. I've just been lurking. Okay. You know what would really help with these guys, I just realized? I should probably equip the bump attack badge. That'll make collecting cake mix a lot faster. Then again, I won't get the money for it, will I? Actually, let's double check this. Bump attack will just make everything easier for me in terms of traversal for a little while. How much does it cost, anyway? Probably a lot, knowing this game. Everything costs way too much to use. Bump attack is, yeah, that's what I thought. That's a decent amount. Well, if I'm not going to be in battles in the first place, I can take off one of my core badges here. You fool. You have any idea who I am? It feels like that Goomba in the Run Goomba Run video. Oh god! Oh god, no! All Mario has to do is poke him and he's dead. And he still gives the thumbs up. In a weird way, this is kind of like a different... It's like a version of the Earthbound mechanic where you just instantly win a fight that you... The game just gives you the experience and money for a fight you'd have a 100% chance of winning in the first turn, it just skips the animation so that you don't have to waste your time with the battle animations, which is super cool. What did I need to do again? Limes, right. Recipes. That's the next box to tick. Because I need to complete that list just so I don't have to worry about it anymore. One more box to tick on the list of getting absolutely everything before taking care of Bowser's Castle. Let's go get a very nice thing because we're a very nice guy. I always forget which tree each one is in. Didn't forget that time, though. Throw yourselves against me, you pitiful fools. I get double the money out of every single one of them. I could just go on a rampage in some place that has a lot of enemies in it and just collect all of the money that I need for Rip Cheeto. This is amazing. I love endgame in RPGs. Yes, actually. If you would. Could you cook with a lime and some cake mix for me, please? It'd be greatly appreciated. I learned so many things about where to find items in this playthrough. Lime candy. Alright, next up on the list, I can erase that. Now, Maple Shroom, Super, and a Maple Ultra. Those are other things we need. Shroom, Super, Ultra. Shroom, Super, Ultra. I'm pretty sure we have a Maple... Yeah, Maple Shroom. I need a Super Mushroom and an Ultra Mushroom in my inventory for this. I believe I have both in storage right now. Yes, I'd like to claim both. Oh. Well, as a matter of fact, I only have the one. Which means I need to sell something else that I'm holding on to right now. How's about one of the normal ones? Actually, let's sell two of the normal ones. Just clear up a little extra space. I mean, I hate doing this, but... Oh, wait. No, I know where to get one for free, don't I? Yeah. I believe Lady Bow's Manor has a box that drops those often. And consistently, too. As many times as we've been here. Watch this be the time I actually find Rip Cheeto. And watch, he's been in town this whole time. Like, huh, I encounter Mario everywhere else but here. That's strange. Maybe he never got the memo. Was it off over here, maybe? No. That bottom one there is a star piece, I'm pretty sure. It's one of these boxes, yeah? Yeah, there it is. Haha, I win. Paper Mario is such a... The original game, I kind of regard the same way that I regard the first Mario Party. It's a great base. It's fun. It's enjoyable by itself, don't get me wrong. But the one that came directly after it is just... It improves on so many things in so many ways that it serves as a better baseline than what came before. It's the game all other Paper Marios have been held up to ever since then. And whether you think that's fair or not, it's just the way of things. Yes. Please cook with a maple syrup. And did I already combine them with a normal mushroom? Wait. Shroom, Super, and Ultra. Oh, I didn't, as a matter of fact. Well, better to be on the safe side than sorry, right? Thank you. And then a maple and a super. Not sure if I agree with that choice of color. It's very close to being the wrong shade of brown, if you catch what I mean. Right, I have a problem. I'm exactly one maple syrup short. I thought I had an... Wait, do I? Do I have one in storage? Do I need to go hunting down Amazy Daisies again and hoping one of them drops it? Not if I don't have to. Yes, sir. I would like to claim one maple syrup, please. There's so many little things. Like, I miss the loyalty program from the other game. It's not exactly a... Very few people actually got to take advantage of the limits of what that system can do, but it's nice that it's there. It gives an extra element to the shops in Thousand Year Door. If there's anything this entire playthrough has made me really, really want to do, it's play Thousand Year Door. I want to go back and complete that game, too, despite the misgivings I gave earlier about my fear of completing games, especially old ones. That doesn't hurt as much as the Honey Ultra did, but it still sucks. That's not fun to look at. We're running out of space in the storage, too, I just realized. We need to get rid of some of these. Okay. I'm pretty sure we made a nutty cake before, didn't we? We've got a Goom Nut in storage, so I may as well. I will claim that Goom Nut. Again, better safe than sorry. All it takes is one variable, one missed thing, and suddenly we're going back over the entire world all over again looking for the one item we forgot to forge. No, just the Goom Nut. Thank you. Nice. Yes, I'm pretty sure we have forged that, but... I mean, push comes to shove, I could just eat some of these. But that's also a lot of stats to just throw away. Next on the list, potato salad, a shroom cake, and a shroom steak. Ah, okay, this is one of the occasions where I needed a life shroom, because the shroom steak is going to require a life shroom and a normal mushroom. That is highly preferable to the normal version of this recipe, which requires an ultra shroom straight up. So... let's get a potato salad. Life shroom. And that's our whole inventory, huh? What to do? The potato salad is just the... yeah, okay. Yeah, it is in fact just the... well, we're in an interesting situation right now, where we have a lot of items to move around and we don't really want to get rid of anything at this point. Didn't you hear? Mario's going picnicking at Bowser's castle. Nice of the princess to invite us. I say, if there's anything we're gonna drop off in storage again. Oh, 5 more items. Oh, cool. That saves me some trouble. Yes, drop off the repel gel immediately, if not sooner. I don't want to use that by accident. Yes, lime candy. The apple pie, because that's a lot of FP. Maple Super is a nice rounded one, and I like round numbers. Now we can start checking out everything else. Okay, it's the life shroom and the mushroom, yes? Oh, we need a second mushroom in our inventory. Right. Because we also need to grab the thing and the stuff and the junk. The you-know-what. Exactly, but without the doohickey at the end. All that food, dude could hold a community barbecue. That's the secret ending to the game that got cut out. That's totally true. Look it up on the cutting room floor. One of the weirdest scenes, one of the weirdest and most surreal scenes you'll ever see. Mario just grilling for a defeated Bowser with a Kiss the Cook apron around him. Strange Mario seeing Mario just act like a person, you know? Come here. Come here. Your soul is mine. You know what the funny thing about the bump attack badge is? I think I can trigger it with this guy here. Oh, It works on first attacks, too. I wonder if it also works on spins. I thought there was a weird quirk to the badge where if you first struck an enemy with it on, it counted as a separate type of battle starting instance, and it wouldn't just... It would initiate the battle instead of killing them, but no, they thought of that. Cool. Just double checking this to make sure I don't screw up. Yes, a normal mushroom and cake mix will do just fine. I love how cake mix is kind of a shorthand to a lot of recipes. It's not the best recipes in the game, but it works with most other items, and it encourages players to experiment. Like, you can mix a cake mix with just about anything, and you'll get some surprising results. Shroom cake. Oh, that's not a color of mushroom Mario's going to be very happy to see in future Mario RPGs, but that's a tale for another time. Not at this exact moment. Hold on. This is my paranoia acting up again. I feel an overwhelming need to go save before I burn a life shroom on a recipe. Ahem. Okay. Whew. Life shroom and a normal mushroom. Just in case the game facts is wrong. Well, it turned out good, whatever it is. Hey, shroom steak. Dish cooked by Tasty. I don't... I don't know why this image amuses me so much. Yes, that's a prime cut of vegetable you got there. That's 100% grade A. You know, that's prime mushroom right there. It's not the cheapo stuff you can buy at a general store. I get it. Like, mushrooms have kind of a sort of earthy, almost meat-like taste to them. It's why they work so well on pizza. You can use them as a somewhat competent stand-in for a lot of other meats if you're starting to go vegan or something like that. All right, what's next on the list? Strange leaf plus any berry, some dried pasta, and a melon. Okay. Well, the dried pasta and the melon I've actually got right now. I can take care of those. Yes. I knew I needed 2 of these things. And believe it or not, the melon actually gets turned into an item we need for another recipe. Same with the pasta, I think. Oh, no. Just the spaghetti, please. Sorry, I went on autopilot with my button presses there. This just raises another question. Like all of the life shrooms and normal mushrooms out there. How do toads like, she's proficient with cooking these kinds of things. That, like I said, that was a handsome looking shroom steak right there. Would this be like human beings eating monkey or something? I'm thinking way too hard about this again. Yes, please just cook with that melon. Ooh, yeah, the special shake. We need that for the deluxe meal, I believe it's called. How many inventory slots do we get in this game? 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we can carry 10 items at a time, so... Don't worry, guys. I'm not going back to flower fields to hunt more Amazy Daisies. I just need a very specific item from here. Or wait, no. It's not stinky herb, is it? No, it's strange leaf. Sorry, that's back towards Lady Bow's manor. Whoopsie. I transcended dimensions by accident. Wait, not this way. Come, friend. We have a journey to go on. A culinary adventure, if you will. I've had an idea for an RPG class for a long, long time, and I want to know what you guys think about this. The character is a summoner of sorts. Think Final Fantasy X or something like that. But they are also a culinarian. The dishes they cook come to life, and they become gigantic monsters that fight alongside them in battle. And I know what anime this immediately brings to mind, fighting Foodons, but I'm talking on the scale of, like, Final Fantasy X. The beasts are so big, they replace your party for a little bit. They've got these crazy powers, and based on how good you are at cooking them, that will also dictate how strong they are. It will directly affect their stats. Like, let's say there's this giant ice cream monster you make. If you make it strawberry flavored or chocolate flavored or vanilla flavored, it will have different abilities to work with than if you used a more complex combination of flavors. Like if you made a rocky road creature or a cake batter ice cream or something like that. Anybody like that idea at all, or I pitched that guy as just part of another party in a game I was working on, and I was told that he could pretty much prop up an entire game by himself. Which, I'll take that as a compliment. Oh, Amazy Daisy. You know, I'm here anyway. Oh, this thing isn't instantly knocked out. That's interesting. Very, very curious. I mean, we need the money. We may as well fight it. We may as well fight all of these, too, on the way back. I'll eat you all alive! Mario's brutal. I think that's the fastest way to gain money I've ever seen in this game. 96 coins already. Jeez. This is a good place to grind for just about anything you want. Experience, money. Items for cooking. It's got it all. Flowerfield's just a great world. Mario was the imposter! Ah, damn. I forgot to announce that. Like, I posted about it on Twitter, but I wanted to make a Discord post as well telling you guys about the Among Us stream I did with the rest of the voice crew for Blush Blush not too long ago. The VOD should still be out there on YouTube. I'll try to find the link and send everybody there. Yes, please. Take this leaf and a blueberry. This works, right? Yep. Strange leaf and any berry will make whatever this is. I think she even comments on it, too. Okay, all finished. I don't exactly know what it is, but sometimes experiments turn out to be great. Didn't she say the same thing for the Dizzy Dial? Oh, I will definitely come back. You can count on that. After I sell this sleepy sheep. That's what it comes... Excuse me, I heard some banging downstairs. I need to go check what that was. Okay, sorry about that. It was just the neighbors being loud. But I will say it once again. Better safe than sorry. Which of these am I not crazy about having anymore? Probably the potato salad and the nutty cake. While I'm at it, I can sell the stopwatch too. Even though it's a... No, I don't. Hang on a minute. Let me check my storage here for something. Do I have any other stopwatches put away? No. Well, I don't need that snowman doll anymore. What can I sell? Yeah, I can sell the honey shroom too. That's not going to be a super useful item. I'm out of things that I need maple syrups for. Do I need a fire flower anymore? I probably do if I put it away. And I'm going to leave one maple syrup in there just in case I'm mistaken. This is also faster than just using them in combat with the refund badge. Spaghetti. Play Among Us sometime. Sure, but I'd have to, I'll have to organize that one with the Discord. See what everybody's times are that they're available at. What is even next on the list? I've forgotten. Did the spaghetti, the special shake. Ah, spicy soup. Speaking of the fire flower. Spicy soup, a strange cake, and a super soda. So we need the fire flower, we need a cake mix and a strange leaf, and we also need berry? Yes. We need a berry of some, or no, a honey syrup would work just fine. Would a maple syrup also work? Or is that a different item altogether? Apple, no. Honey syrup specifically makes a super soda. Oh, man. That's one of the worst You know what happens if you give a jam and jelly to Taste Tea by itself? You get a super soda, which cures poison and shrinking status and restores 5 FP. You spend 45 FP healing potential to cure a status effect. That's whack. All right, fire flower, cake mix, strange leaf, and a berry. Got it. I love Mario's little wave whenever he talks to a shopkeeper. Just that, how? That brief moment of, how you doing, buddy? Well, yep, we don't have any of those ingredients just lying around, so adventuring we go. What am I looking for again? Sorry, I'm very forgetful. Cake mix and a strange leaf. Okay. Back to Boo's Manor. Tell you what, my computer's internet connection, just fine. Not a single dropped frame this entire stream. Not a single freaking connection issue. My phone, however, is constantly giving me messages of welcome to What the Fnews chat room, meaning the Wi-Fi is in fact having issues, but me? Nah. Ethernet cables are A-O good. Strange. Very weird, the little intricacies of technology, but hey, it worked. We've been at this for 3.5 hours so far. And we're going to be at it for another 20, and I don't think we're going to have any issues. It was that all along. It was the Wi-Fi. Which is strange. It's very strange, because I was having these connection issues before when I was on the Ethernet connection, and yet... Why did I jump into the manor? Force of habit, I guess, more than anything. I was having these problems before. Maybe... Oh my goodness, I think I just had a revelation. Hold up. 1 second. I might have the answer to the problem that's been plaguing these streams for the longest time now. 1 moment. Well, I'll be. Well, that would certainly explain it. So, well, to answer your question, Stormy, AT&T gave us the router. They're one of those companies. It's like, they don't force you to use their router, but they recommend it, quote unquote, that you use the official hardware. And hey, like, Seneca's the one who's in charge of the net itself, so I'm not gonna... I'm not gonna mess with it. She's the one who pays for it. She gets to set the terms for how it's used. I think that's 100% fair, but what I just discovered is there is a defect in that long-ass cord I used before to connect my computer to the router via Ethernet. there is a little point where the wire had started. Shit! Oh! Oh my god! I forgot. I keep forgetting that alert is a thing. Oh, damn near gave me a heart attack. I mean, thank you, Coco, but jumped out of my skin there. Jeez. 4 people, hey. Thanks for the raid, man. How you doing tonight, buddy? You're just in time for me to come to a realization about what's been wrong with my internet for the past month or so. There's a defect in my Ethernet cable, and it was the exact spot before, because this cable has to cross rooms in order to get from place to place. It was getting caught at the edge of the door, and I thought it was fine just closing the door on it over and over, but no, there's a little break in it. The cord is broken in a spot. Not broken, otherwise it wouldn't work at all, but now that it doesn't have the door cutting it off, I've moved the cable so that the new part that is in my room is pulled forward and it's always under the door instead of trapped between it and the frame. So hopefully, I won't have any more random disconnects in the middle of shows. I have finally found the silver bullet to all my internet issues, and we are done forever with these problems. Other than that, thank you very much for the raid. Still shaking from the surprise? No, I'm just trying to emphasize the importance of the struggle I've been through trying to figure it out. Is it a round or flat Ethernet cable? It's a flat one. It's also like 30 feet or something like that. This cord. I thought that would lead to speed problems, but no, I'm measuring up to everyone else in the apartment, if not way better, so I think I'm doing great. I'm really glad this ended up being the solution to things, because the next item on my list of troubleshooting was to start replacing parts in my computer, starting with the motherboard, which would have been incredibly costly and time-consuming, especially considering I haven't put together a whole lot of PCs. I put together this one, and I'm not keen on building again anytime soon. That was a process. Call me old-fashioned, but I don't like learning new things. It's also some very expensive tech, so I was terrified, even though I was barefoot on a tile floor wearing rubber gloves, that somehow I'd still generate some static and fry a chip somewhere and just ruin the entire thing. Your old one. No, it's the same one. It's still the exact same cord, but it's not pinched in the door anymore, so I don't think it's agitating that part of the cord. I think I ended up stopping using it in that way just in time before it broke completely. Oh, dude. This computer took me a week. That's how bad I am at building PCs. Fireflower... okay, let me go down my ingredients list here. Fireflower, cake mix, strange leaf... Did I remember to pick up a berry? I did not. Nuts. Off to the fields we go. Off to the fields we go. Hi-ho with Mario. Off to the fields we go. I'm glad tonight ended up being a good stream, man. Glad things are going up because of that. You gotta look at the positive side of all the events that happen to you, you know? Just for the sake of your own sanity. Alright, I forgot we had bump attack equipped. All the daisies are like, why do I hear boss music? Monster kill. Triple kill! Kilimanjaro! Game over. Red team wins. And yes, I am gonna need this money eventually. We're only on the 4th purchase from Rip Cheeto, so we still need a whole lot of cash. Oh, don't worry, they'll all grow back by the time I enter that room again. They're hardy creatures, these daisies. Also very rich, too. I wonder if there's ever been a game that directly addresses that trope. It's like, where does a rabbit get 7 gold from? No, there is. It's Undertale. They talk about why you get money from winning battles. What did I need to do? Oh, right, I have the berry. The next couple recipes. We're good. We're good. We can do this. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, first off, take this. Oh, no, nothing else. Just the one. Yes. That's a lot of bass. Just a dubstep version of the ground theme starts playing. That's got to exist on YouTube somewhere. Strange leaf. I wonder what the strange cake looks like. I don't think I've ever created this item before, but the effect is hilarious. I'll read that off in a second once it's done. All done. It smells delicious. Here, please. Here we go. This electrifies Mario, turns him transparent, or makes him sleep. It's like the Kooky Cookie, just without the extra FP gain. Let me tell you something. I think it's my mom who said it best. Nothing that color green should ever be put into the human body. Just that that neon, like, ecto-cooler green. I keep screwing up that input. Not like I'm speedrunning this or anything, but it's just... Huh. See you later, Pillow. Thanks for coming out tonight. And a super soda. We're getting close to the bottom of the recipe list here. Next up is a sweet shroom, which is cake mix and a life shroom. Tasty tonic, which is a lemon or a lime. And a thunder rage. Ooh, so we have to travel to the desert no matter what. Cake mix, life shroom, lemon or lime. And pick up a dried... Oh, no. We have the dried fruit already. We thought of that. Dried fruit and a volt shroom. Dried fruit, volt shroom, cake mix, life shroom. Sorry, dried... Oh, God. My memory's terrible. You'd think all the brain training I did would help me with this. But nope, I'm just as bad as this kind of thing as I've always been. Also, we need way more inventory space if we're going to do this. What if Tasty knew that we're just selling all of her prized creations to this guy? We need the special shake. The spaghetti doesn't heal us nearly enough to be worth it. I'm gonna hold on to that stopwatch. The shroom cake looks nice, but it's not a very powerful heal. I can get rid of that, too. And the maple shroom, that's common ingredients, so I don't feel bad about that going away. Oh, wait. I need to claim a couple things. Yes. One of those. I'll take one of these. Oh, what else did we need? Lemon lime. Just a coconut by itself? What is that it? We don't need that for anything else. Apparently not. And a volt shroom. Okay, that's the other thing we needed. Or do we... Oh, we don't. And we specifically need that item, too. Well, might as well cook that while I'm here, saving more inventory space. Just gonna double check this one more time. Dried fruit and volt shroom, okay. Actually, cake mix too, because the item we get out of this is gonna be really good. One of the healing items I'm actually gonna take with me to go fight Bowser. Oh no, what did you clip? I don't want to watch that in the middle of the show, but I have a feeling it's taking something I said greatly out of context. Then again, if you're watching my streams via clips alone, you don't deserve context. Just kidding, I love all of you. Back here. You can't run from Mario. Did we go down the list a while back and do all of the single ingredient recipes? I feel like we did, and I just don't remember. Being thorough can't hurt, though. Because if I miss even one of these, I'm going to be scrambling back over it again to think about what it was. Then we're going to have to hunt down a lot of really high-end ingredients again. This is another reason I was trying to save as many of them as possible in storage. That way I wouldn't have to worry about... I could just look down the list and be like, okay, I made this, 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 and that. That's why this is here, and that's gonna be something I don't have to collect again later. This is reminding me of one of my favorite characters from Fire Emblem on the GBA. General Wallace, when you meet him in the final chapter. The game's tutorial about classing up units. He becomes a general again and goes, "Come! Break your swords against me!" Mario tries to do it, but it's significantly less badass. At least from our perspective. To the minions in Bowser's army, it's probably quite intimidating. Come! Break your bones against me! Woohoo! Alright. Take a cake mix. And life shroom. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Gracias. Ooh. That almost looks like a Mushroom Kingdom themed tiramisu. Or like an ice cream sandwich or something. I'm sure the mushroom on top is just chocolate or something. That'd be kind of a neat visual trick. Like milk chocolate for the actual mushroom top, and then you use maybe a white chocolate or like a cake batter thing for the stem. But look at that. For the price of a life shroom and a cake mix, you get 30 HP and 20 FP. That's a really good deal. Of course, the other type of mushroom you could use is an ultra shroom, but I'm pretty sure you have other plans for those if you're playing this game and you're not going for all the recipes, like I am. Heck, even if you're going for all the recipes, you've got different plans for those. Why did I leave? I've got other things. Take a lime. Surprised if you don't put you don't hand her a lime and a coconut. That doesn't create something like a Mario mocktail or something. You had one job. Then again, that's a very American reference, so I get it. And just confirming this once and for all, it's a dried fruit, yes? Not a dried shroom? Okay, we're good. There you go. She didn't know quite what it was. Oh, don't worry. I'm sure Mario can find a use for that. Almost done. Almost done. But left off on Volt Shroom. Because, everyone, I'm sad to say, it is 9:59. Which is about a minute or so behind when we usually hop off the stream for the night. But, I gotta say, I am happy with how this turned out. We made a lot of progress in the endgame goals in this. We got a lot of the recipes out of the way. We leveled up to max. We completed a decent chunk of the Chuck Quizmo quizzes. And we found that last upgrade block. We're good. We're getting there. We might have this in the bag tomorrow, if not sooner. We'll have everything squared away finally, and especially now that I know that my internet works again, finally. You have no idea how happy I am that life is pretty much back to normal on that front. So, before any of you leave, before anybody hops off for the night, we have a couple traditions that we follow at the end of streams. For instance, I am currently holding a D20. I'm going to roll it to see if something amazing happens. Clear some room here. Drum roll, please. That is... Ooh, close. Very close. That is a 19 on the D20. That is one spot away from something amazing happening, but it just is... couldn't quite make it. Ah, well. How's about we move on from that and we find somebody to raid? Who is live right now that I enjoy? Who is worth sending some... Oh. Yes. I know exactly who we're going to go raid. Yes. I think our raid message tonight should be hashtag what's a good internet joke? Like internet connection speed. Full bars. Hashtag full bars. All right, and before we do the raid tonight, please remember raid etiquette, everybody. We're only post the raid message once, unless they fight back with emotes, in which case, spam away. Thank you all for coming tonight, and please, this is so refreshing to say, please join us tomorrow night for what I know now with 100% confidence is going to be the end game, more of the end game of Paper Mario. Until then, I'm What the Fnu. Later, everybody.